So I am wiping off my cart using the Purell. I always wipe off the handle of my shopping cart. Did that anyway before coronavirus, but I especially do it now. Hi everyone. This is going to be a bit of a rambling video, just me talking about, my thoughts on the coronavirus. This comes from the perspective of a van dweller who lives in Anchorage, Alaska. I'm in the greater, Anchorage-area. Obviously, being a van dweller, I'm nomadic, so I, don't have any set place where I live. I have parking spots and I drive all around the greater Anchorage, Alaska area. But I work in Anchorage, so I'm in Anchorage all the time. I have a regular full-time job. I'm always in Anchorage. Anchorage is what I consider to be my home, but I do roam, to the greater Anchorage-able area, and I park, all over the place. As a nomad, you have to change out your spot all the time. But this is going to be a rambling video of me talking, and just a rambling, disjointed probably video of my experience so far with the scare of the coronavirus. So far, there's no reported cases here in Anchorage, Alaska, but there is definitely panic. And there's definitely people being very concerned. There's already people who are thinking about keeping their kids out of school, people talking about not showing up to work. That's my personal anecdotal experiences from people I've come in contact with through my work and just in my day-to-day life. There's hand soaps, and this is where the hand sanitizer usually is. Okay, so I'm leaving the Walmart. I'm at a Walmart in Anchorage, Alaska. I'm gonna have to try another Walmart. There was no rubbing alcohol, there was no hand sanitizer, and people are just going crazy about the coronavirus. Like, the shelves are empty. Yep, nothing. I even went into the baby care area because sometimes they have like milder hand sanitizers for infants. I didn't even see it in the baby care area. So I guess I have to keep driving and find some more, because I use hand sanitizer, all the time, as part of VanLife. It has nothing to do with, absolutely nothing to do with coronavirus, but people are going crazy here. All right, so the coronavirus, it's something that affects van dwellers in particular, because hand sanitizer is out of stock in most places. I have some, I'm able to have some, but I also have a small space. I don't have much space to store hand sanitizer. That's something to think about as well. I don't have a lot of storage space, so I can't really stock up even if I was able to find a bunch. But because of the nature of how I keep clean in my van, I've always kept large bottles of hand sanitizer. I always buy the large bottles. So I have a fair amount to last me for a while. But I need hand sanitizer just for my normal daily hygiene, routines. When I went to the store looking for hand sanitizer, I was trying to buy a few extra bottles, but they're sold out in the general Anchorage-area. The store clerk said, we have hand soap on sale, which is true. It's good to have hand soap. It actually is more effective to wash your hands with soap and water than to use hand sanitizer. And I thank the store clerk. He was being helpful, but little does he know, if you live in an environment where you don't have running water, hand soap doesn't help you, when you're at home. And in my case, at home is in my van, my little dry cabin on wheels. So this coronavirus scare is really affecting a lot of people, and people are just, scared. So far, it's Thursday, it's March, is it the 5th? March, yeah, today is Thursday, March 5th. And Thursday, March 5th, so far, Thursday, March 5th, 2020, there are no reported cases of coronavirus in Anchorage, Alaska, as of now. That can change in the next 5 minutes, or it can change by the time I post this video. But as of now, there's no cases, but there are several cases in Seattle, Washington. Seattle, Washington is the only area so far in the United States where there have been deaths from the coronavirus. Again, that can change by the time I post this to YouTube, but as of right now, it's, what time is it? It's about 10 o'clock, Yep, it's about, sorry, keys and rolled back in my car. It's about 9 o'clock on March 5th, 2020. So far that's accurate. But people are really panicking. Campbell soup is off the shelf. I tried to buy some cans of soup, which I have some. But you know, shelf-stable type of items I'm trying to buy just in case I can't go to work. At work, I put a lot of my frozen dinners. I buy lots of frozen, you know, Amy's frozen dinners. Amy's, by the way, as a side note, makes really good vegetarian, vegan type of dinners. So, you know, I tend to buy Amy's frozen dinners and put in the you know, use the microwave at work to save money. Then I often have that for lunch. And, you know, you can only stock up so much at work, though, before it looks weird. You know, I can have like a week's worth of lunch stored in the, you know, office freezer without anyone thinking it's strange, you know, since I work long hours and, you know, I often work overtime. But, you know, I can't, like, you know, put my entire storage at my desk at work, even though I do have some extra, you know, hand sanitizer and a few extra supplies in a discreet little box under my desk, because I do have my own little office space, so I'm able to do that. But there's a limit, you know, there's only so much I can put in my, you know, at my workplace without it looking weird. So I can't hoard, you know, and so it's hard to be a prepper when you live in a van, when you live in a very small space. And so this coronavirus outbreak, you know, people are panicking. And I'm thinking, what will I do? Because I'm forced to be in the public more than I would like to, you know. But if there was like a quarantine, how can I quarantine myself? I have to leave to get water. I have to leave to dump my trash. I have to leave to go to the gym to take a shower. You know, I'm sure if it was like worst case scenario, I could skip taking a shower for a while. If I was quarantined, I wouldn't be going to work. You know, and I do have a way to kind of wash in my van, but I still would have to leave to get water and supplies. So, you know, I'm thinking of how to keep myself healthy and, you know, how to isolate myself. If I had to quarantine myself, I guess I could go to a campsite, because, you know, here in Alaska and in the general greater Anchorage area, there's, you know, you drive a mile away and you're in the middle of wilderness. It doesn't take long to get out of the city. So I could find a little isolated area to camp. But again, I'd still have to come into town to get water and supplies. So, I mean, I'm not overly worried about the coronavirus, but I am trying to focus on keeping myself as healthy as possible. I am focusing on trying to every day eat well, every day make sure I have adequate water, drink juice. I'm making sure I keep vitamin C, you know, because vitamin C in general helps people to fight viruses. In general, it helps your immune system to fight all viruses. Vitamin C does, which is why a lot of people take vitamin C, you know, in order to fight the common cold. So, you know, I've been taking vitamin C supplements. I have vitamin C drops. I have put Gatorade in my van. I put Gatorade at my workstation. I've, you know, hidden some bottles because, heaven forbid, if you get sick, you know, you're going to need to replace your electrolytes. So, you know, I'm trying to, you know, put things in place just in case I get sick. And again, I'm also trying to put things in place just in case I can't go to work, because we might, you know, my workplace could close. We do deal with the public a lot, and that's a real possibility. So I'm trying my best to plan for coronavirus while living in a van. And I just want to say, people around me are freaking out here in Anchorage. I work in Anchorage, you know, and I you know, so in Anchorage, Alaska, there are a lot of people freaking out, and store shelves are bare. Yeah, soap is still in supply, but hand sanitizer, Campbell soup, just a lot of things, cough drops, a lot of things that, you know, cleaning supplies. I tried to get Clorox wipes. Clorox wipes are off the shelves in a lot of places. I had to drive to several stores just to get Clorox wipes. So the handy wipes, baby wipes, those are gone too. That is scary because I use baby wipes. It's a van dweller. So anyway, this is a long and very rambling message, but I just thought I wanted to address the coronavirus. So I'm going to post this later today when I get to work. I normally don't post from work, but I will today. Again, it's March 5th, 2020. So as the time I'm filming this, around 9-something in the morning, everything is accurate. Who knows what might have changed by the time this is uploaded. All right, everyone, stay safe out there. Bear hug from Smokey Bear. Okay, so I'm going to try another Walmart.
All right, I'm going to
And yeah, I'm going to one of the few Walmarts in the area that actually allow you to stay overnight. So I'm going to try to see if there's hand sanitizer or rubbing alcohol here. And that way I'll be able to, you know, if it's not here, well, at least I can stay here overnight. I don't normally do Walmarts, but I'll do it today because it's getting late. Anyway. Okay, so I prefer to get 70% rubbing alcohol, but the only thing available is the 91%. And I've searched several stores, and so I'm just glad to have found it. I also buy lavender oil, and I put that in there, and you can make a spray. It's sort of like my own homemade hand sanitizer. So I'm gonna buy a few little things of lavender oil just to make sure I have that.